What's up, players? It's Eugene here for Epically Gaming. What's BBQ in the chat? Ask my son. Epic Line. Barbecue? That's what BBQ is. What up, thugs? Says Super Mega Graphic 64. What's going on, Cyrus? Yeah, so today we are continuing on with my series of playing games that I used to own, and we went through the original. We went through the Atari. We went through the NES, we've gone through the Game Boy, and now we're moving on to quite possibly my favorite console of all time. And that is the SNES, or Super Nintendo, but never SNES. Never. It was released August 23rd, 1991. It sold 49 million units worldwide. Features included Mode 7 graphics, Super FX chip for 3D graphics, the Sony SPC700 sound chip, which eventually, kind of led to, working with Sony to do video game stuff, which eventually led to the PlayStation. We all kind of know how that went. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to switch over here to just my normal camera real quick because I do actually have... What's funny is my brother and I kind of split things up. So I have our Game Boy and our original NES, and he took our Super Nintendo and all of our games. And several years ago, in fact, Cyrus, when I was working on making that SNES case, 3D printed case for the Raspberry Pi, that was almost a decade ago, man. Like that was that long ago. But anyway, yeah, so I was like, hey, I need to borrow the SNES back so I could get measurements off it. And I've had it ever since. He actually has his wife's. That's what he uses if he does play games. So, but yes, this is my original SNES. I've had lots of conversations with Cyrus about this, and I'd like to know if there's anyone else in the chat, your thoughts. Granted, this is the one I had. I love this console. This is one of the best consoles ever. I like its design, but Cyrus is like, oh no, the Super Famicom is clearly a better design console. I've never actually had one. I've never messed with one, so I can't really say anything to that, but I still think this is a good console. So, Luke's Awakening, Bean Gang. Yes, nice, thanks. You Bean Tree, You Bean Casserole. Okay. Boomer console. Yes, it is. But yeah, so Luke, what do you think is better? Because you're of the age. Is the design for the Super Nintendo better, or is the Super Famicom better? But I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole. I do have a few minutes to burn because I literally don't have hardly any games that I still own to kind of demonstrate or whatever, like I've been doing with the other consoles. That being said, but yeah, this is the console of all of the ones that I own and still have that I am most thinking about doing something with the outside shell. And it's because, it's very, I babied this thing, loved this thing, but even looking at the front of it, it's kind of hard to tell on this camera. If I pumped up the light spur, you could see it. But the outside case around here and the edges and the front is definitely not quite the same gray that it is here in the center. You can definitely tell this is a different piece of plastic going down to that part right there that has kept the original OG gray color. The top part of it has faded slightly, so it is slightly different color. And then you get to the back piece and the dreaded yellowing, oranging, green, whatever you want to call it, of the case. And you can tell how drastic it is, not only from looking at the sides, but like that one cover right there. Right there. Look what a stark difference that is. And so I've played around with the idea. Like, I know they've come up with newer techniques for retro brighting that are easier to do. Like, originally it was you had to buy like gallons in some cases of I can't remember. I'm blanking on the chemical they use right offhand. But anyway, you had to buy gallons of it, and you had to submerge it, and you had to completely wrap it in UV LEDs and leave it like that in some cases for days in order to get it to go back to the original color. And people have started doing a newer thing where you take like a big clear tub, and you turn it upside down, and you basically put a little bit of the fluid in the bottom. I'm still blanking on what the hell it's called. A different, you put the chemical down in the bottom, then you set whatever it is you're trying to retrobrite up above it, and then you get a smaller tub and you put over it. And what it does is it allows the sun to get everywhere where it needs, but it causes the chemical to evaporate, and it just kind of causes a light mist inside. And once again, since it's out there under natural UV light, it does the right job. It does a good job. I've seen lots of people talk about it, and I'm just like, that doesn't look like that would be too expensive to do. Like, it wouldn't have to be a whole setup. But then I've also thought, if I'm going to go that far to do the retro brighting on this thing, to bring it back to its original color, why not just buy one of those like really awesome cases, like one of the clear ones or something? Like, I am a sucker for that stuff. Like when Apple brought out those colorful Macs, I wanted one so bad. And then I had an N64, and of course they came out with the colored ones later on. I'm just like, those are so cool. So yes, this is the console that I constantly go back and forth and look at and go, man, should I do something with this? I'm not going to play it. I'm not planning on modding it or anything, or putting in an HD mod or anything for it. But man, like, just sitting there and looking awesome. I keep thinking about that. All right, let's check in on chat real quick. Let's see here. Luke's Awakening, Sega does what Nintendo. Yeah, true. Super Famicom wipes the ass with the SNES. Oh, okay, that's Cyrus once again. See, it's even yellow. Gross. It's clean. Don't even start. You should take better care of your stuff. Oh, don't even. I'm younger than a piece of plastic. Yes, you are. Yes, you're a lot younger than a lot of pieces of plastic, Lion. Fake retro collector. RetroBrite, it also makes the plastic brittle. So I've heard back and forth on that. Is that definitive? Is that 100% it makes it brittle? Luke's Awakening said I use RetroBrite on my Genesis 3. Yeah, just buy a non-working console for cheap and switch the cases. It's not hard to do. No, I'm not even talking about going gray. Like, I mean, yes, I could buy a non-working console and just do a shell swap on it, but I'm like, if I'm gonna do a shell swap, why not do an awesome shell swap on it? So make a custom blue clear EG gaming case. See, he's got ideas, and I can't say they're bad. That's not a bad idea. That would actually look really, really cool. So, but anyway, all right, so let's go ahead and move on back to what we're going to be playing today. So like I said, we're going to be playing the SNES. And the first game we're playing is, now I've got like 5 streams set up for this, because, and even then I thought about it. I was like, when I was going through and trying to get some stuff set up today, I was like, did I include that game? And I completely forgot a game. So I've even got an additional game I need to add into the rotation. But today we're going to go through 5 games, and I decided to just go through them alphabetically because I don't remember any of them specifically getting them for Christmas. I probably did, and who knows, maybe I'll change things up, but we'll see. But anyway, I always wanted that one that glows like purple. Oh, that would be awesome. Like, does it have to have UV light to hit it to cause it to glow, or? Because that would be dope, man. Yeah, that would be cool. But yeah, so the first game up that we're going to play is one of my absolute, positively favorite games of all time, and it's Actraiser. Epically, they can glow. Release date November 1991. It is a combination of action, platforming, and city building. The interesting thing is, when I was looking up information on it, Judeo-Christian themes were renamed for North America, so there were actually some different themes and some ideas and stuff. So, like, I think the angel calls you master now instead of, I don't remember if it called you God. It may have called you God because you were literally playing a God in this game. So I could see why they did that. And it does have one of the best soundtracks on any Super Nintendo game. If you look up like what had, best soundtracks for SNES games, this thing is consistently in the top 10. Cause it is an absolutely fantastic soundtrack. I love this game because it is a combination of action, platforming, and city building. I actually prefer the city building part to it. It is very basic. It's very stripped down, but I love it so much. That being said, I've talked to other people, like including my buddy Lou, and Lou was like, I preferred the second one. And in the second one, they literally stripped out all of the world building. It's just an action platformer. And as far as an action platformer goes, it's fine. It's an okay action platformer. But it was the combination of the two that made this game so cool, so interesting. And so the fact that on the second one, they just stripped it all out and turned it into the one thing, that's also why no one remembers the second one. Everyone's just like, oh yeah, they made a second one. Yeah, okay. And that's about as far as it goes. I remember being super excited about the second one and renting it. And then when I played it, I was like, no, never mind. I don't want this one. So I'll go back and play the other one. So yeah, or just with internal LEDs. Yeah, could do that too. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started here. All righty. I always wonder why is yeah, there it goes, OBS. I wonder why sometimes it takes a while for it to switch over. So let's see, is that the game you showed me when I was playing City Skylines? No, this is not the one I was showing you when I'm playing. See, that's actual City. So Hellraiser is the better of the Razor series. Fair enough, Luke, fair enough. All righty, here we go. And it switched over kind of late there. You didn't get to see it. There's like 66 achievements in this game, and I'm already at 49 of them. Like I said, I love this game. Let me know how the audio is, if I need to turn it up or down or not. So I'm pretty sure it doesn't go into any intro stuff here. It literally just restarts the intro. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. The other day I was watching Cyrus play something, and like he was having to put in his name, but he felt like he needed to apologize to someone about it. I don't remember who it was. I have no idea why that is. But yeah, I was just like, okay, I guess that's a thing. So if I'm offending anyone by putting in my actual name, in fact, why did I put in a capital E? It should have been a lowercase e. There we go. Okay. Yeah, see, I am an angel sent to help you to recover from your recover your lost strength. So basically, you're God. You've been dormant for a long time, and it's caused all of humanity to be wiped off of the face of this planet. And so now that you're awake, and they renamed the main bad guy Tanzra instead of Satan. And so now you have to go through and basically use the power of the angel to wipe, to take care of the monsters and stuff so that humanity can come back. So, okay, let's see. Super Mega Graphics. The last line thought it was funny that I was entering my name for a high score. For some reason, it was hilarious to him. Okay, fair enough. I'm offended that you didn't put your name as you being. Well, I'm sorry, Luke. Maybe next time. In order to restore your power, you'll need to rekindle your faith, the faith of your followers. So, okay. All right. So we can't observe any people. There's no people to observe yet. We can move the Sky Palace, which we're gonna do here in a second. We don't have any magic yet. We can fight monsters. Status of the city, status. And so one of the cool things about this game is the higher you build the population of these different areas, the more powerful you get. So there is a benefit to sticking around and trying to max out every single one of your civilizations. All right, here we go. Y'all ready for some kick-ass Mode 7? Like I said, it is an okay platformer. But when it comes to the other stuff is what makes it so great. Oh. See, I can't get up there quite yet. I'm gonna have to come back a different way. Man, this music's awesome. See, it was worth it. Plus, I love when you get to do these major jumps with the sword drawn back. It looks awesome. Plus the fact that the way that he swings, you actually get overhead protection. Look, it's an int. Kinda. Here we go. Hero pose. And then we go back to statue mode. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. And so now we get to do the world building part. Oh Lord, what all have I missed? Okay, same here for Luke. Okay, only our generation is impressed with Mode 7, LOL. No joke. Yeah, absolutely. I still am, though. Damn it. Mode 6, 7 is better, really. Oh, y'all are killing me here with this. It's refreshing that Eugene is not doing a Game Boy stream. Yeah, thanks, Born Distracted. Yeah, it is. I've actually done... I only did one Game Boy stream. Mode 6, 9 is on... Oh, another level. Golf clap on that one, sir. Golf clap on that one. What about mode 420? Sure, no, why not? Mode 6.9 is my favorite. This is a family stream, is it not? Yeah, kind of, sort of. Yeah, please don't get me banned. Sort of. Lol. What's Loki? Okay, it's a typo. Okay. He's gonna ban us chat. We'll see. He can't ban me. I'm invincible. Nice. He can't ban me because I will copyright. Well. Yeah, good luck with that. All right, so we gotta protect the people. Yes, there's monsters, and we gotta protect them. I played this game before. Oh, look, and immediately people want to talk to me. My master, we have having difficulty time building homes because of many bushes. Please burn the bushes and guide us as we begin to build our roads. All right, well, first things first. Yes, much better. Okay, so here we go. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to use some lightning. All right, now let's tell the people where to go. All right, so we're going to tell them go up there and close this cave. But we have to watch the monsters because the bat-looking things, once they start building homes, it will steal some of my people. And then, like, there's another monster where that guy's an asshole. He takes multiple hits, and he shoots lightning down and destroys your buildings. And so now, we're starting off with TPs. It's unexpected. People of Fillmore have something to tell you. Finally mastered the skill of hunting animals. Good on y'all. So now they're sealing the monster's lair. Excellent. Found something in the monster's lair. Okay. A strange statue. Okay, cool. Yes, I will take your strange statue. It's not for mortals. It's a bomb. Yeah, it's definitely not for mortals. All right, let's see here. He can't ban me. The stream is for effing families. That's right, Luke, it is. Dad, what if I print something randomly during the stream? No, please don't. I could never be God. I would just make everyone mute. Sometimes, man, sometimes they're just like, would y'all please shut up and just like build, just do what I'm telling you to. But then see, as you go along, eventually, see, I got something else to tell me. What is it? Strange things have been happening to me. Many of my thoughts actually come to life in the real world. I feel the presence of something holy radiating from the woods east of here. Oh, good on you, dude. All right. We're going to tell him to move back over this way. There we go. I'm going to use lightning to kill some more stuff. Oh, see, look, this asshole's trying to blow up some stuff. Get away from my people. All right, let's use lightning over here. See, he blew up some of my stuff, you asshole. That guy's trying to steal people. Got them back. Master, there's a fire that's broken out. All right, let me take care of a few people. Oh, I don't have enough. Sorry, guys, I gotta kill something else. There we go. Now I can send rain. God kind of used up all of his powers. My bad. There we go. Asshole, stop. You jackass. But as you go along, like, they will start to evolve and start to get bigger and better houses. And so when they start to do that, your population can actually grow as well. All right, so that's our second monster thing. All right, let's go over here. I don't know if they've quite figured out how to build bridges yet, so no, they haven't. Okay, so we gotta go kill these monsters down here. All right, build down that way. And so see, like, look, now we have log cabins. Magic power radiating from under the big rock below. Okay. Destroyed the big rock. It revealed something. Imagine that. Yes, I will take your offering. Magical fire. I could use that. All right, let's get these people down here so they can close this thing. But anyway, so like now they're building, now they've advanced them, so now they're building log cabins, and those allow you to house more people. Like, I wonder if the people can see the angel and these demons flying, or literally do they just see like the demon like flying above them, and then all of a sudden it just like disappears because the angels like killed it. If not, that's got to be a really heady thing to be like, dude, there's like a naked giant guy flying above us that looks like a child, probably. Seal the monster's help. Appears someone has found something in the monster's lair. Thank you. All right. Okay, so... what now? Now build bridges. Okay, so now we can go over there and kill this thing. Awesome. Let's go do that. And we might as well destroy this one while we're going. So as soon as they kill this thing, I'll be able to go fight the main boss. Gotcha. Let's see here. Can never be gone. Luke, when is the next analog stream? Congratulations, my level went up. Yeah, because I'm awesome. Unexpected again. Developed our fishing trade, so now they can fish. That's cool. Let me take this offering. Oh, sweet. I got a lot of stuff now. Strength of an angel. Yes. Ability to build bridges, so I can give that to other people. And to source the magic. Got it. All right, cool. God kind of used up all of his powers. My bad. This would actually explain a lot of things. Absolutely. Born when I get it. LOP. And then message redacted. Not sure. LOL. When's the next shipment? Shipments are in SimCity. Wrong game. Okay. I'm going to try to order it tomorrow. Oh, Luke, I thought you were already ordered it. Okay. I didn't pre-order. I wasn't sure if I wanted it first. Plus, I didn't want to give them money to have them sit on it forever. And that's... I know what y'all are talking about, and yeah, I totally get that. Like, at one point, you're like, do you need the money to be able to make the product? But on the other hand, like, I've been lucky. I think I've only ever really been burned on one, like, Kickstarter type thing. And it really wasn't a burn. Like, it was to a guy that I used to watch do a podcast. He said he was going to do another one. He ended up not doing that one. He ended up doing other stuff. He still produced some content out of it, so I don't feel like I got ripped off. But I've never backed anything that I just flat out didn't get. I feel very lucky in that respect, so. Master, since the last layer was been sealed, something strange has been happening to me. I have the same nightmare every night. The nightmare, a gruesome monster. And Taurus appears through the big hole in the southeast. Curse the people. Yada, yada, yada. Yep, there's a giant hole there now. That's not good. All right, and then you watch the hourglass up top. When it fills is when we get new population growth. And see, now we're building stone houses. And then see, the other part to this is like trying to get it to connect and have all the roads and everything. Because when you have all the roads, it helps things get to maximum strength. The problem is, and I'm gonna be very honest about this. Let's see here. How much does that cost? I wonder if I have enough power to do an earthquake. You're asking yourself, Eugene, why would you do an earthquake? Well, the problem is like, see these old houses up here? They only hold so many people in each one. See these houses down here? They hold a lot more people in there. So all of this space that's being used up by these little huts and these wooden houses really isn't helping my growth, and I kind of need growth, and so I'm gonna have to destroy all these people's homes so that I can build better houses. So yeah, that's about to happen. Oh, it takes 160. Okay, so I can't do an earthquake. But I can do this. What is it called whenever you tear down all the old buildings in a place? Gentrification? I guess I'm a gentrification god. But I gotta build myself up. I gotta get strong. I gotta get swole before I go fight the final boss, right? Oh, I don't have any more magic. I'll have to wait a few seconds here. In the meantime, no, don't build over here, guys. I'm about to destroy all this. Why'd y'all do that? Do I have enough for another magic room? Nope, takes 10. All right, while they're doing that, let's check chat. Okay, look, I thought you already had ordered it, pre-ordered it. Wow, sigh, burned Eugene. Eh, par for the course. I have games on Kickstarter that I backed over 5 years ago now and still have nothing. Man, that's 5 years is a long time, man. I got burned pretty bad when I pre-ordered a new Intellivision that never came out. I will never pre-order another Intellivision again. Oh, never mind, actually. What Intellivision was that? The one from the people at the time and the place. Fair enough, yeah. About to throw some lightning down on these folks again. Sorry, guys. Y'all didn't do anything to displease me or anything. It's just, you know, it's how we roll. Y'all want to be strong, right? Everyone wants to live in a city that looks great, you know, well taken care of, nice homes. I'm doing it for them, right? And who wants to work on the I don't want to say the farms anymore. Who wants to work on the farm? Like, wouldn't you much rather work in a factory? Oh, there we go. Okay. the great lightning storm of whatever year this is. Like, it was a hell of a storm, let me tell you. And finally, okay. I'm done destroying, I promise. No more destroying. Come on, build down. There we go. Oh, does something have to build there for that to actually move? Oh, come on. Expand, damn it. I may not wait to get fully powered up here. I may go ahead and go fight the main boss for this level real quick. Okay, there's a guy. And then the part that would drive me insane is I want to get this crossroad here. And there it goes. Okay. And it's funny because sometimes you can like go up and down and it will do it. Sometimes it won't. It's just, it's weird. There it goes. But yeah, and that's what you're doing. So essentially you're building all of these, you're letting the people build all these houses until they stop building. At some point you do max out your population. And then at that point, you know, you've pretty much got everything there. You will grab things. So like I grabbed the bridge building ability. When I move to either the next level or the one after that, they need that ability to be able to keep going on. There it goes. And so you will have to take gifts back and forth from other civilizations to other ones. But in this peaceful music, it's just nice. Now, can I go up here? Nope. Okay. Keep going down here. And see, you get to build a city without having to worry about all that pesky stuff like electricity and pollution and all the other stuff that SimCity keeps bugging you about, right? Because I love SimCity, don't get me wrong, and I will eventually play it on a different stream. But yeah, man, like it's a thing. Like you're just like, oh man, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. And I never played, and well, I take that back. I have played a little bit of like the big boy SimCities, like on the PC. And man, those things are so involved, it's like, it's not even a game, it is a legitimate simulator. Which is, I guess, why it's called SimCity. Alright, what do we got here? What intelligence is that? The 120 billion. You're supposed to build the city on rock and roll. I'm trying, dude, I'm trying. All right, do I have everything maxed out? I've got all my crossroads. Everything looks good. Yep, okay, so now we're just gonna wait for a second here and let the population max out, and then we're gonna go kick some ass. And you can tell by the number of new people that come out every time how close you are to getting maxed out, because as you get closer and closer to the max population, only 1 or 2 people will come out, which is kind of odd. You would think it in the maximum population you'd have more people, but, you know, whatever. And then I always, whenever I'm done, I always do this. That's how I know I've built everything. Like I said, I loved this game. I used to play it. Oh, I played it so many times. Like, that dude took that long to figure out where he wanted to build. I mean, I guess I can't talk about that too much. It took my wife and I quite a bit to figure out exactly where we wanted to build our current house, so... SimCity on the SNES is the only one I officially recognize. Fair enough. Like, it's a great game. It's very well balanced for a console. And it doesn't go way too deep like the PC versions do. That game that Alex was talking about earlier, Cityscape, it looked interesting, but it looks like it's really close to being way too overly done. Still getting a lot of people. And then so in the top you see you have your maximum SP, so your ability to use magic and do stuff. And then the top is the total population for the current place you're in, and then the total population for the planet. So still not a lot of people. The school I work at, this isn't even half the population at the school I work at. All right, how much time have I burned here? I'm getting pretty heavy here. I may have to go ahead and just call it and kill this thing. Oh, see, only one came out, so I think I'm pretty close to being done. Boy, that dropped off quick. So, like, each house this time, let's see if only one person comes out. We're at 690. Yep, okay, so it refilled and we didn't get any people, so now we are at the maximum population for this place of 690 people. All right. Let's move to Sky Palace. And so, we'll just take a tour real quick. This is the next place you go to. As you can see, like, I think, yeah, Blood Pool is what it's called because the whole thing looks like blood. Then you have the desert place. You've got an island down here. I don't remember what the deal is with this one. I think this is mountainous. And then you have the snow place. And you can take these places on in different orders if you wanted to. But if you do, it's like anything else. Like, you're going to go in and you'll be like, oh, okay, I got my ass handed to me. I'm definitely not strong enough for this part yet. It's more to awesome. Mode 7. And once again, like, the music on this is fantastic, especially if you have, on a stereo or something. It has this awesome echo effect. And there are multiple ways to get through the level. Like, that's what y'all would say when if y'all swung a sword, right? Would be ha. I think it sounds legit. Made it. There better be more than just... There we go. And see, like, I could have come a different way and jumped up to this point to kill that little guy. I think these things start shooting acid or something here in a second. There it goes, fireballs. I did not jump anywhere close to the end. Okay, anytime now. There we go. Might have a little momentum going there. Like I said, it's an okay platformer. It's the building, the city building, and that type of thing that really is what set this game apart. I mean, the soundtrack is also fantastic on it as well. Oh, good old 16-bit discolored background so you can tell which one's going to fall on you. Gotta love it. So that's the only blast of magic I had, so it basically comes down to a race of hitting this guy enough times. I blasted his kneecap out. Then we're going to stand here with the sword. I think that would look cool to come into this castle and there's this, you know, statue holding a sword in the middle. That'd be cool. Turn back to a statue. Y'all being stingy on hitting the like button. Sheesh. No way I hit it twice. That's fair. What did y'all think of the remake they made of this? I never got it because I heard it sucked. I didn't know they did a remake of this. I guess because it did suck. What the best plug and play retro system out now? And television flashback? I would guess. Rid of the monsters, but unfortunately her husband died, which is sad. Sorry, dude. They found a scroll. Thank you for that. All right, well, we're done playing this, so. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and jump out of this real quick. I'm going to do a save state. Why not? All right, here we go. All right, let's move on to our next game. And that is... Oh, sorry, I still have to find that information and send it to you. I'll try to do that when I'm done with this stream. Next one over is another friggin' banger, dude. Contra 3, The Alien Wars, released March 26th, 1992. First Contra game built specifically for the console. This is the first Contra game where it was not a port from an arcade version. The European version replaced humans with robots and renamed it Super Probotector Alien Rebels. I wonder how well it did under that name. Like, not that anyone our age really knew what Contra was. Like, I'm sure we had probably heard it talked about a little bit, but like, you know, Probotector? Like, why not Robotector? If you're going to change them to robots, not Robotech. But anyway, I looked it up. I checked it multiple times. I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, so that's our next game up here. Freaking love this game. And it's hard as shit. Like, everything about this game, the story, the characters, the action, all of this is like a 90s action movie just turned up to 11. There's literally a level later on where you're holding on to missiles, firing at a thing, and you have to keep jumping from missile to missile. Like, it doesn't get better than that. The Alien Wars begin. It's time for revenge. Let's attack aggressively. Like, there's explosions just in the fucking intro. Like, that's awesome. We're going to go easy so we can actually get somewhere on this. All right, here we go. Ready for me to get my ass handed to me, probably? Okay, so we got jump. Damn it, I knew I was going to hit the wrong button. Just use one of my bombs, that's fine. But here's the cool thing. So you've got your gun. If you use, I can't remember what the button is. Y, you get to swap up top there, so you can actually collect 2 different weapons. You can also shoot multiple angles. Got a bomb back. So I've got spread. Now I've got other spread. And then if I hold down L and R, I can just wreck everything. And so do I want the homing missile? Sure, why not? Because if I want to go back to spread, I just switch over. Do I want the laser? Nah. And because I'm playing on easy, the weird-looking dog things back there don't run after you. Because otherwise they do. Everyone remember this from the first game? From the OG Contra? Yeah! Get in a fucking tank. Let's wreck shit. I don't even care about you guys. Boom. And then you have to get out at this point. These are the concussion. Yeah, I'll stick with this. We'll switch back to homing. Because why not? No, we're going to keep that. We're going to keep that right now. I guess we got them both. Two more bombs. Hell yeah. All right. Let's check chat real quick. What? The NES, SNES classic consoles are probably the best plug-and plays. Okay, let's see what I missed here. What did y'all think? Oh, the remake, okay. Intellivision, seriously, look, there aren't any plug-and play out there now. The NES and SNES classic console are probably the best plug-and plays. What is Kinac? The Kinac Super Console X5? I have no idea what y'all are talking about. So, well, I'm sure I can't afford that, Luke. You asked for the best, you silly goose. How much is it, Luke? Maybe Sai could buy it for me. Yeah, I'm sure Sai's buying stuff for people. Have you played the Operation Galuga Contra? It's not bad. Runs kind of bad on Switch, though. No, I haven't. I didn't even know about it. It's like $150 on AliExpress. Oh, I forgot Contra 3 even has an easy mode. Yeah, it has to have an easy mode. I'm going to stick with this because if I don't, I'll just keep the homing missiles will just keep hitting the head. And I've got to hit the heart. Go for the heart, not the head. Ah, he got me. I'm not worried about beating it at this point. Fuck yeah. Here we go. That is... Oh, I love that. I love when it hits the bass on those last 3 beats. Playing some Contra? Yes, I am. Welcome. We're going to get started. When I was younger, I used to like these levels. I don't know if I like these levels anymore. This overhead is so weird using L and R to turn. And I hate those things. Plus, the arrows kind of help you. Like, they're like, oh, yes, go over this way. But you can't go any further over that way. All right, let's see if I can get this lined up. And over the bridge that falls, and I got it. Oh, I forgot about that. We're going to switch weapons. So jump causes you to duck. Nope, not switching to the flame here. These are bombs. There's another bomb there for me. Got another bomb. I think I've only got one. Oh, see, I went back the way I was at. Ah! Kill that guy. Okay. Damn it, another one. Okay. This way. Oh, okay. Where is it? It's right there. It's on that side. And 3, 2, 1, run! Okay. And here we go. You have to destroy all of the balls on this thing, plus the tail gun. Or maybe you just have to destroy the balls and not the tail gun. Now it's going to go in the air. It's going to try to slam down on me. Or maybe it just moved. It just moved. Never mind. There it goes. Now it's jumping up. There's that mode 7, baby. Man, easy is so much easier than even normal. Come on, die, you bastard. Yeah! America! All right. There we go. Let's see here. Playing some. Okay, I played it first on the Game Boy, but over here in Germany, it was called Probotector or something like that. Yeah, I was literally saying that at the very beginning of the episode. I put out a little bit of information or so. So how well did that sell in Germany? Because, like, the name just, like, I mean, granted, like, our age, I'm 48. Like, you know, I've heard of Contra, like, as in Iran Contra. But, like, I didn't make any association to the game. I just knew it as, oh, Contra, this is the game that was, you know, really awesome on the Nintendo. And so when it was Super Contra on the Super Nintendo, I was like, oh, I've absolutely got to get that. Why did it do that? That was weird. Anyway, but I was like, does that name mean anything? So, I don't know. Controller's doing something weird, guys. I don't know what it's doing. Whoa. Let's try that. That's weird. Get back in. Okay. All right. We're going to try the flame on this one because the flame actually works okay on this level. This, I think, is the best version of the flame as well. Because the flame kind of sucks on most of the other Contra games. Let's be honest. And we'll get the laser. Why not? This is also one of the... Damn it. I knew I didn't make that far enough. The laser also kind of sucks on all the other versions of Contra. I always kind of wondered why they didn't make a game or a movie out of this. Because you could have two protagonists, and like in some of the other versions, like the one on the Genesis or whatever, I think we start getting female characters. So you could even do like it doesn't have to be 100%. You could get, you know, characters instead of just like two, you know, beefy, insanely strong guys. You could have like, you know, a female character. You can have, you know, a badass woman. You could have a robot. You could have tons of different things. I remember playing this with my boys, and they were just constantly like, what the hell? Like, it was... They're like, does this ever stop? I'm like, no. It never stops. It's literally, like, at 11 the entire way through the game. And it just keeps getting crazier and crazier. Yes, I know my attacks aren't doing anything to this thing, but I'm still shooting it. Because why not, right? I have unlimited ammo. Just gotta keep killing those missiles. That one almost got me. All right, we're almost in position. Here we go. See if I can remember the pattern. Got it. No, we're gonna stick with what we got. Damn it. We're going to kill this boss, and we're going to call it on this one. I used to be pretty good at this jumping this stage, but it used to get a lot of my friends. This is also one of those ones that this stage kind of like really... Like, it's always good to have a second player, but man, like sometimes... Yeah, I'm going to go back to this spread gun. But yeah, some of these levels... Especially some of these jumping ones are murder when you're trying to play it two players. Yeah, for this next enemy, I'd probably need it. Oh, I went too far. Frack. I knew I was going to get hit, so I switched. Ah, I didn't switch weapons quick enough. Die! Good. I love this. Stay ahead of the flame, or stay right behind the flame, I mean. Here come the bombs. Where are you putting them? Oh, I hit jump. I didn't mean to hit jump because I thought I had another. Well, I do have a bomb. Stay ahead of the fire. Come on, die, dude. Got it. So awesome. All right. We're going to call it on this one. All right, let's see what we got going on here in chat. I'm here. I'm a mere childlike 36 myself and had a 4-in-1 Konami Game Boy cartridge, Castlevania Gradius, Pro Protector, and some Formula 1 game. Sounds like an awesome game. Only years later, I found out that it's actually Contra. Was a big 90s thing that with them turning every war game character into robots instead of humans, and blood was green, etc. Yeah, no joke. Because I was doing research on some of the other games. I noticed that was the case in Europe on some other games as well. All right, next one up is yet another banger, Donkey Kong Country. So Donkey Kong Country, I got one of those. I don't know how I got on the list, but I got one of those promo cassette tapes, and it was all about how Donkey Kong Country was going to be so awesome. Like it was using pre-rendered graphics and stuff. And I was like so hyped for it. November 21st, 1994, used pre-rendered 3D graphics, sold 9 million copies, third best-selling game on the SNES, and it was the first time that Donkey Kong was playable. I didn't realize that. It makes sense, because you think about it, it's like, yeah, he wasn't playable in the other games. Because even in Donkey Kong Jr., you play Junior trying to save Donkey Kong. So, all right, let's get into it. Oh, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Oh, Rareware. I miss you. I miss Rare so much. They put out so many bangers. Of course, these graphics were like insane back in the day. $1994, baby. I was I would have been a sophomore in college, or in high school, I mean. Oh, no bananas. Poor Donkey Kong. Get Diddy Kong. Oh man. I jumped on him. Of course, you got to collect the word Kong if you want to unlock everything. Got to find my buddy here in a second, too. I love how it had like all these additional hidden things in it. Was there any benefit? I don't remember. Was there any benefit to playing Donkey Kong over Diddy? I don't remember. Does he jump higher? Or further? Nope. Or at least doesn't seem like it. I don't know how to quite get up there. Oh well. Oh! I went backwards. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, midway point. Good job. Okay. There's a secret place. The music's so good on this too. We got Kong spelt. Oh, got another special place here. I forgot about this one. Oh, yeah. Oh, too early. Yeah, I'm ashamed too, Kong. My bad. Nope. Like, this does look a lot better on a much smaller television. I'll be honest with you. Because looking at it here on a 32-inch LCD, it's very pixelated. Very pixelated. Yeah, the graphics are crazy for sure. When I was 4 or 5, my dad showed the first video games, but on Commodore 64. Yeah, no joke. Seeing the jump to graphics from games like Donkey Kong Country were insane to 95 when I was 6 years old. Yeah, there was a benefit. DK holds a barrel above his head and Diddy in front of him. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So regarding preventative enemy types, also more Bs and levels. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So, hey, Tracon, what's going on? DK can smack the ground for pickups and can jump on enemies. Can Diddy not do that? I thought I was doing that with Diddy Kong. Maybe not. Well, he just does a spin, so. Well, I see what you're saying. Like, I don't think I killed it because I was... Oh, and of course I got hit. There's a K up there. I need that. Get that K. Go get Donkey Kong up there. I can't even call him DK because, I mean, Diddy Kong is DK too. Tally me banana night. Nice. The later levels on this game with the mine carts, I constantly see referenced in videos of social media stuff, basically saying when did your anxiety start as a kid, and that's what people point to is this game. Oh. Ah. I was hoping maybe the thing would explode there and release something, so. All right, Diddy, let's do this. I'm not gonna worry about it. Oh, come on. Oh, well, I'm not worried about it. The controls are good. They are a little flightier than I remember. Oh, the bees with the stupid spikes on their back. I think there's something there, but I have to have something else to kill it or to open it up. No, I jumped. That's definitely easier to see. There's the G. Okay, I was gonna say I'm missing the G. Got it. Cranky's cabin. What do you mean two? There's only one of me. The crafty croctopus, something or another. I read in the manual that you can jump farther if you hold down the run button. Can't say I expect to see you again, but you might get lucky, I guess. Was there anything else to do at Cranky's cabin? I don't remember. Oh, he does give you some extra information. Okay, that's it. All right. I honestly haven't played this in forever. Okay, let's see here. Damn, these YouTube chat comments have a juicy detail. Hard to help when you have a question in the moment. Ha ha ha. By the way, the trick to jump really far is to roll off a cliff, and then you can still jump for a moment. Oh, dude, yeah, absolutely. I forgot about that. Like I said, it's been a minute or two. Take that. Got our first K. Not worth it. Because everyone knows that's the sound a snake makes is... I forget, what happens when you get 3 of the... Oh, man. I forget what happens when you get all the statues of the animal. There's our K. I was like, surely that there's more levels to this first world. Oh, the swimming levels. I forgot about these. Prawnfish. No, seriously, that was jank. Like these levels look fantastic on the Nintendo, on the SNES back in the day. Get our K. I don't have to get oxygen, right? No, it's a Nintendo game. Ah! Dang. Alright, try that again. I had this one. I know I played it. I know I beat it. But I don't know if I've ever played the other ones, to be honest with you. Definitely something I'll have to look at doing when I get done with... Oh, I knew I went too far. Definitely something I need to look at doing whenever I get done with this series I'm doing of going back and playing all the games that I owned. So much easier. What? No, come back here. No, come back. There we go. The music's beautiful. We're gonna see what's over here. Nothing. Okay. Like, this is good music. Is there anything up here? Got a little shark. Some more bananas. Like, I don't hardly want to talk right now. I just want to listen to the music and play. I already got one. Too bad Diddy Kong can't get on that one. That'd be cool. Shark. Bigger shark. If my boy Nick was watching, he'd be like, no, don't kill the shark. There we go. Okay, there's our N. Come on. There's got to be a G somewhere. If only I can find the G. Wonder where that spot would be. Keep searching. There's the G. And then what was this guy's name? I forgot. Funky Kong. That's right. Whoa, dudes, my name's Funky Kong. Oh, this is how you can go to other places. No, I don't want to go back. Well, that was a waste of time. I know I'm missing a crap ton of stuff. Yeah, there's a barrel up there. Okay, let me try that again. Get over there. Oh well, I ain't gonna worry about it. Nice. Yeah, that didn't interest introducing at all. Not really. Like I said, it's the it's those stages where you have to like do the minecart. Those stages are insane. I almost didn't make that one. Oh, and I didn't make that one. Too early. By the way, the trick... Okay, oh wow, I recommend them. Me and my two friends got together basically for a whole year, being DK1, 2, and 3 together, taking turns. Nice! pre-rendered graphics were so awesome when this came out. Still looks great. It looks good on like the stream. I'm sure it looks good because it's, of course, it also depends on how big the screen is you're watching this on. But watching this pretty up close on a 32-inch LCD monitor looks okay. Oh man. I hear my wife clapping in the other room. So maybe maybe Kansas City is doing better. There we go. That's what I missed the first time. I should have got that jump. There we go. That's much better. Hell yeah. That was problematic. Okay, nothing there. I need to get past this guy. Because I think... Yep. I remember that one. Nice. Kind of surprised that doesn't blow me up too. And I may have missed something right there, but oh well. Don't hit the B. Gotta get the shot. Oh! Damn it. I can get to this. I can do this. We're going to beat this first world before I call it on this one. Go back in here. We'll do the left one this time. Nope, I should stick with the middle. Ah, damn it, I hit that guy instead of trying to hit the wall over there. Of course, I don't know if there's anything at that wall anyway. No! He rolled. Ah, he shouldn't have rolled. Oh, sweet. I got it again. Nice. Oh, that's what it was. I don't remember what happens when you get all, like, as many of these as you can. I'm digging the music. I guarantee there's an issue of Nintendo Power out there that has a map to this entire thing and is like, here's the best route to get as many as possible. Got 300. That's what I thought. Every 100, you get you an extra man. Not bad. I don't know if that counted. Nope. You almost did it again, Diddy. That wasn't cool, man. I did again. I shot too early. Come on, I've got like, I think one more. But I got other games to play. Camera needs to keep up a little better here, to be honest with you. Got it. Got it. Okay, come on. No! Dang! Ah! I was almost there. Y'all saw that. Y'all saw that. It's the timing. I've got to get the timing down. Might as well get the extra man, I mean. Or the extra Donkey Kong, I guess. I mean, technically, I think you could use this part right here to farm. Extra men. Because if you kept getting the, as long as you kept getting the extra man, and you kept going, you could keep getting the swordfish on guard. Apparently that's his name. And every time you get 3, if you could get enough of the gold icons like I was doing, you get 3 extra men. So like, I was literally that close. Got the G. Sweet. Candy Kong. That's a save point. Cool. Why is Candy Kong... Never mind. I'm not going to get into it. All right, let's just fight this boss. Do I have to have DK? I'm definitely doing something because he's... There he goes. Banana for scale. Farm extra men, do you mean extra monkeys? Yes, I meant to say extra monkeys, so. So, alrighty. We're going to call it quits on this one. Oh, it helps if I hit the right button. Q, not G, Eugene. Alright. Let's see what's next up. We've been playing for an hour and 30 minutes, so. Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. Okay. Next game up is one of my all-time favorites, F-Zero. August 23rd, 1991. Launch title showcasing Mode 7 graphics developed in 12 months. I'm like, that is insane, especially for as good as this game is. Apparently, they were looking at doing multiplayer for it, but dropped it because of limitations for what they want to get done. And I don't think... This is one of the few racing games I think is perfectly fine just being single player. You might disagree with that one. Like, would multiplayer F-Zero be cool? Yes. Yes, it would. But... Like, I'm totally fine with this just being a single-player game. And some of the absolute best music of all time. All right, so whoever's left in the chat, who's your guy? There were 4 characters to go with. Who did you go with? I know Cyrus used to go with Falcon. And I'm pretty sure he went with Falcon. My brother always liked this one. But I always went with this guy. I don't know why. I know it has the highest maximum speed, but it takes the longest to get there. See? As compared to high acceleration, but not quite as fast. This one has the fastest acceleration, but I think the lowest top speed. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Nope. Hold on. I cannot drive this car. Reset. Try that again. All right. I was just trying to go through those stats. All right, here we go. What do we got here? F-Zero is obviously great. One of the games that sold my mom on buying an SNES. Team Blue. Fair enough, Cy. Oh, this helped sell the SNES to your mom? That's awesome. I love this music. But you can't listen to it in the car. And see, blue is my favorite color. Like, it doesn't make any sense why I would go with the samurai guy, but I do. Always thought those guys looked like Volkswagen Beetles from the back. This is another game that the music is just absolutely killer. And the fact that you can use the L and R to lean in. Stay away from that guy. He's about to explode. All right, so I have a funny story on this game. This is one of the few games that, like, me and my brother and pretty much all of our friends that had a Super Nintendo had this game. Like, almost everyone I knew that had a Super Nintendo had this game, right? And I don't know what it was. It was one summer we just really got into racing on this game. And we would, like, be racing for fastest time on certain tracks. And this was definitely one of the tracks that we tried to race for fastest time on. And, you know, at one point you finally just get maxed out. Like, you're literally shaving off tenths of a second, hundredths of a second or whatever. It was crazy. And so, by the way, that's the word to use the boost is across that gruff stuff because you shave off so much time. I should have been using my boost earlier. Oh, get back up to speed. The final lap. I love the voice acting in the other ones as well. But anyway, so we just kind of knew it was coming to an end. We were kind of getting tired of doing it. And I had one friend that had a Game Genie for the Super Nintendo. And so we borrowed it, and one of the code. Oh my God, dude! Seriously? Oh my God! I had that race in first the entire time. I got freaking Mario Karted on that one. Psh, fake. Anyway, yeah. So we borrow. This is my favorite track, favorite song, favorite everything. This is Team Blue right here. Dun-dun. But anyway, we got fed up, or we got tired of playing, and we're just like, let's borrow his Game Genie and see what codes there are. Well, one of the codes that you could borrow, or you could put in, was for infinite nitros, infinite turbos, and so we just it's just like constantly hitting the button all the way through the track, and got this super ridiculous. Wow, not doing well there. Got this super ridiculous time, and we didn't bother. Like, everybody was in on the joke except for one guy, and we didn't tell him what we did. And he was tearing his hair out for probably 2 or 3 days, just going, I have no idea what you've done. I cannot figure out how you shaved off like an entire second off of your time. And so, yeah, we finally let him in on the joke. But of course, the problem with that is once you do that though, like I don't think there was a way to go in and reset the times. So like that was set. Like there was no way to get that off. That was permanently marked on my cart. So that's also why it kind of fell apart. We're just like, okay, well, we're not going to do this anymore because there's always going to be that insanely stupid speed run. And we may have done it multiple times so that it wasn't even recording, like we were nowhere in the top 10 or whatever. And so it wasn't even recording a really good race anymore. So if the battery is still good in that cart, which who knows if it is or not, those times may still be on that cart. I need to ask my brother about that. And I very, very, very seldom ever. Well, I've got turbos. I haven't been using them. I very, very seldom ever use the brake on this. Like the most I would do is like I just did there, where you lay off the accelerator, and that's it. Lay off the accelerator, lean into the curve. All right, I better get first this time. Seriously, get out of the way, dude. God, this game is fun. There we go. That's how it should have gone. We should start an F-Zero time trial league or just racing league. We could do different games. Dude, that would be awesome. But you have to stream it, of course, so that you've got record of it. But that would be fantastic. Because, see, that was the other problem, is you were trusting that obviously, if you said, hey, I got this time or whatever, if it was an insane time, you could almost bet the other guys were going to, like, one of them was going to show up to your house later that day or the next day and be like, all right, pop it in, let me see. I want to make sure that you're not lying. So there was no use to lie. It was just like, why bother? Someone's going to check your work. Oh, dude, seriously? Get off my ass, Falcon. I always wondered, you know how like in the what is it called? Super Smash Brothers, how they keep adding more and more characters, and they've added so many characters from so many of the games. They never added any of the other racers from F-Zero. It was just Falcon. Like, I'm really surprised they didn't add the samurai guy from this card just because he's Falcon's nemesis. I don't know why you'd necessarily... I mean, I guess you could add the green alien guy that drives that green hockey puck looking one. I don't know why you'd want to add the doctor that drives this little yellow one up here, but... Or maybe they did. Maybe he's like a special character or something, and I just didn't... I'm not realizing it. Because, unfortunately, I mean, I like the Smash Brothers games, but they suffer... I say suffer. They do the same thing that all other modern fighting games have done. And, like, you can play, and it's fun, but if you want to unlock everything, like, you've got to go through this entire story mode and do all this other stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know, for me, it doesn't really work on a fighting game. Like, it's a good idea in theory, I just never have liked it in practice, which is why I stopped playing the newer fighting games. I think Street Fighter is about the only one that still has, a mode where you can literally just pick a character and go fight. But, like, Mortal Kombat's got all these freaking, like, story modes and all this other stuff. And, like, Killer Instinct did the same thing. And that's one of my all-time favorite fighting games. And I'm just like, I just want to pick a character and I just want to fight. That's it. I don't need to unlock, all this other stuff. And if they're going to do it, the way they should have done it is the way that you do... Marvel vs. Capcom 2, where you just fight, and as you fight, you get points, and then you go into the store and you unlock other characters and other suits and all this other stuff. These guys are having a fight. Guys! Doctor's on my... Like, he is just right there on my ass. Also, like in the other levels, you know, there are certain levels in this game where you can, like, jump part of the map. And as fast as this game feels, and it does feel fast. It does feel like it's a fast game. With all of the Mode 7 effects, it never slows down. It is just fantastic. And yeah, when I was doing research on this game and I saw that it was apparently put together, well, that sucked. In 12 months, that's insane. I didn't realize that was the last lap. Sai is full of great ideas. Yes, he is. I'm full of something. Yeah, that's true too. All right, we're going to do this last one. I think this is the last one. Maybe there's 5. We're going to do it anyway. We're now in 49 minutes. May just be over a little over 2 hours today. We'll see. Oh, that's right. There's a crosswind on this one. I forgot about that. Oh, missed the speed up. So you have to, like, kind of stay somewhat angled. Get out of the way. Yeah, eat that, dude. Oh man, I was over that. Why didn't I get the boost on it? I mean, how do... Pretty sure I was over the thing. But whatever. Turbo. There we go. On the other versions of this game, the newer ones, on the N64 and on the GameCube, so good. I really wish they would make a new... Like, okay. I'm going to say this, and I'm not committing to it. And I wonder what Sai's thought on this is. But if they made a new F-Zero on the Switch 2, and it was as good as it needs to be, would it be worth buying the system for? Man, I'm trying not to hit that guy that's flashing. See, like I said, one... Whoa! Well, this went to shit real fast. Oh. Damn. Come on, come on, come on. I gotta get up there. Oh my God. I'm not gonna make this one. I'm not gonna make this one. Not if I keep missing the damn boost pad. Yep. Imagine if this was a VR game. Dude, that would be awesome. We're going to give this one more shot. But yeah, if they made a new F-Zero for the Switch 2 that took advantage of everything, like the music was just like the best versions of all the tracks, the best tracks, you know, the actual race tracks. That might get me interested in getting a Switch 2. Okay, I'll take that back. I'll take that back. Just F-Zero? I don't think so. It would definitely go a long way. I'll put it that way. It would go a long way to get me interested in the Switch 2. F-Zero Switch 2 and Star Fox Switch 2, then yeah, I'd be sold. So if anyone is listening from Nintendo, if you are like, hey, we need to sell this guy Eugene a Switch 2, that's how you do it right there. F-Zero and Star Fox. And I'll go get one. Because, you know, upscaling Switch games and that Donkey Kong game are not enough to get me interested. And what's crazy is I'm going to be out of town. In fact, I may take it with me. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to be out of town this week for Thanksgiving. And I brought my... shit, I missed that. Damn it. I brought my Raspberry Pi home. From my office to take with me, so that my boys and I can mess around with it while we're at my wife's grandparents' house. And I missed it again. Dang, I cannot hit these things. There we go. And I brought that home instead of... I wasn't even planning. I didn't even think to take the Switch. That's crazy. I didn't even think to take the Switch until just now. Like, there's my Raspberry Pi. And I've got, like, tons of games and stuff on it. I didn't even think... this is what I was like, oh, this is what I'm going to take to play games. I didn't even think to take the Switch until just now. Wow. I will eventually buy a Switch 2. A new, totally new F-Zero would definitely push me over the edge. But right now, it would literally take something like that. Yeah, sorry, that would take a while. Nothing is worth a Switch 2. I have a way larger library of games elsewhere. I sold my Switch Pro. Let that sink in. Born Distracted. Yeah. To be honest, I was quite skeptical with the Kirby Air Riders game for Switch 2. But after all these directs, I might get it, even though I don't care about racing games. The Switch does have its uses. And, we could always play Mario Kart. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still a fantastic game to play with other people. All right, we're going to do this race and then I'm going to call it. Yeah, I'm just going to be running a little longer than I wanted to, which is fine. Get out of the way. Ugh. Hockey puck? I knew those were bombs, and I knew that was going to happen. But I was trying to get around those guys. I mean, it worked. I took some damage for it, but just gotta get my speed back up. Say that probably was not the best place for me to use that turbo. I probably could have used some more time in the pit there, as it were. There we go. That's how I'm supposed to go through that curve. I'm getting the hang of it again. There we go. I did it again. Get off the damn walls, Eugene. I missed the jump. Oh well. There we go. I thought Captain Falcon was supposed to be my nemesis. The Doctor's just been an asshole this whole game. Oh, I thought that was the final lap. Not good. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. Get out of the way. Gotcha. That wasn't easy. That wasn't as easy as it used to be. Dun, 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 dun. All right, a little faster. Yeah, see, it would only keep the top 10. I think we screwed around and made it so that like it wasn't keeping records on it anymore. So, all right, and that's F-Zero. All right, we're gonna play one more game and then we're gonna call it for today. And the last game we're playing today is not a banger of a game at all. I was so hyped for this game when it came out, and let's just say it didn't live up to my expectations. Jurassic Park, November 1993, used isometric top-down view outdoors and first-person indoors. It includes plot points from and dinosaurs from the novel that weren't in the movie, which I hadn't read the novel at that point, and so I was just like, "What is happening here?" Of course, even then, when we get into it, you'll see. It's nothing like either one of them, to be honest with you. I will say the soundtrack is mastered in Dolby Pro Logic, which is a big selling point. If the music was better, it's not a great soundtrack. Like, this is not on anyone's top 10 list of best soundtracks on the SNES. And yet, like, they went through all these steps of having it mastered in Dolby Pro Logic. So it's weird. It's not a good game. Let's see here. Try not to hate them, but at the same time, they went back on pretty much everything. Okay, I missed some stuff here. Let's see here. Sorry, I was racing. Trying to avoid saying as a frisbee. Okay, try not to hate them, but at the same time, went back on pretty much everything they look for in a console. I think we're still talking about the Switch here. Anyone here use McAfee antivirus protection? It bugs me when they notify me only like 18% memory left, but when I check myself, it shows I have plenty. Dude, uninstall McAfee as soon as you can. Now, granted, John McAfee lost his damn mind before he died, but when he's even coming out and saying you should not be installing the software anymore, and it's the software he initially created, that should tell you something. Didn't that McAfee guy go on the gun from? He went on the run from the law, like, and ended up dying. So, Jurassic Park. Yeah, John McAfee went on a little bit nuts and claimed to be on the chase because he heard some suspicious behavior around his home and was assuming it was the government trying to take him out. Yep. This game is hard. The FPS levels are crazy. It works with the SNES mouse, but not very well. And I had one. I don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure my brother doesn't still have it. But I had an SNES mouse because it came with Mario Paint. And I had Mario Paint, and that game was an awesome game too. Kinda. I actually made some movies back in the... not those type of movies. Ninja movies back in high school, and that's what I used for... the logos and stuff, was trying to do stuff in Mario Paint, because I mean that's what I had. So the second game does have a badass soundtrack though. I don't know if I've ever played I've seen the other one played. In fact, I think I've watched you play it. But yeah, I don't think I've ever played the second one. So more distracted. If you're trying to use antivirus on top of Defender, you might be having to antivirus to fight the same result. Yes, that is the case Born Distracted. From when I was looking up, so I've been a Mac guy forever, and then when I decided to start doing this, I was like, all right, gotta jump in the Windows pool, and that was the first thing I started looking up. It was like, all right, so it's Windows, you kind of need an antivirus. What should you go with? And like everything said, yeah, just run Defender. Like a lot of companies were pissed off at Microsoft because of it, because they're just like, you basically destroyed this industry for us. Like you included Defender, and it's decent. And most people are like, well, why would I buy anything else? And that is the case. So I would just, and that's what I'm running on this one. I'm just running Defender in the background on this one. I'm not even worried about running anything else. So, all right, here we go. 25 achievements, 0 bait. Here's some more mode 7. If it'll jump over. There it goes. Ocean. Like, it's kind of cool that you have a cursor on here, so it's kind of like a computer.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
And, like, that sounds okay. So we've got jump. Hey, y'all remember that part in the movie where Alan Grant walked around with a stun gun and killed compies? That was my favorite part of the movie. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. That never happened. I don't have a second weapon yet. Got to bend over to pick up stuff. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Switch over. There we go. Don't want to use all my shotguns yet. Yeah, remember that part in the movie where he had the shot? Well, I mean, he did have a shotgun at one point, and he was trying to kill some stuff. So I guess that actually kind of happened. Pick up the bolos. We're going to go back down here real quick and see if there's anything. I don't remember if there is or not. I mean, the music's okay. Shit. Well, that didn't go well. Shit. No. Stupid compies. There we go. Okay. Trank darts. Maybe not. I just blew that guy up. Okay. Yeah, this game is hard. Those were explosive, but I only have 3 of them, so never mind. I'll stick with the shotgun. Did I kill it? Yeah, I got it. Sweet. I jumped over that. I wonder if the bolo things work on these guys. Apparently they do. Okay. I don't need that yet. I like how Grant takes a kill them all, let God sort them out view on velociraptors. Okay, here we go. At least get to see, I think, a little bit of the first-person mode. Yeah, here we go. Like, this is one of those games I wanted to like so bad when I got it. Because I love Jurassic Park. I love that movie. But, like, it... But it just... It's not good. It's not a good game. Shit. Night vision goggles activated, battery charged. Okay. Like, it's kind of... I guess it looks... I don't know. I don't remember if I liked the graphics on this or not back in the day. I don't remember if I was impressed with the first person on this. Or I was just, like, over it. I also remember they talked a lot on this about how this is actually a... I can't remember what it's called. It's specifically... It is like randomly generated. So it is randomly generating this. This is not pre-rendered. So it will change every time, this background effect. And it's based off chaos theory. So... loaded action, turn on generator before trying reboot system, message ends. Okay. I guess I have to have the key card or something. Dilophosaurus. Shit. I know I'm using too many, but... There's the power. Okay. Nope. No, that's the wrong thing. How do I interact with it? No, that turns. That's a gunshot. What do I do? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Am I supposed to do something else? Okay. I was going to say I have night vision goggles, or at least I thought I did. You have found gas, grenade, launcher, and ammunition. Okay. Cool. Got some meat there. Rocket launcher. Nice. Where the hell is that spitting coming from? Alright, we'll keep the rocket launcher. Back in the generator room. Guess we'll go out here. I need a map. That seems perfectly reasonable. There's a dinosaur. Let's shoot it with a rocket. Oh, that's right. They were also extremely happy because they're like, hey, look, we even put in like elevator music. It's like, okay. Let's see here. Good point. Use it really safe as well. You saved the last for last. Yeah, absolutely. I used to use Norton, but I didn't like it. Yeah. I used to use AVG. That was a long time ago. Yeah, like apparently there's some stuff that happened with them. So before that, I used Kaspersky. Yes, and was the best for me. Yeah, Kaspersky was we actually sold that antivirus at the little computer store I was at because it was hands down the best antivirus out there. In fact, what's really sad, not to get political here, like they actually did their company Kaspersky like did a bunch of research and has like come to light and brought out a bunch of stuff that antiviruses and stuff like that. Like they were doing a lot of research and stuff, but then when everything got really bad with Russia and Ukraine and stuff, they flat out, like the US just flat out banned it. And so all these companies and stuff that were using it had to stop using it because even though it was one of the best ones out there, it was like, nope, it's from Russia. We can't trust it. So yeah, it kind of sucks. Try 6767. Yeah, at first, I halfway thought maybe that someone had looked that up and was trying to help me out. Thanks for that, Lion. Dun, dun, dun. I'm 2 hours and 50 minutes in. Yeah, I'll just shoot you. No! Let me out. Yeah, let me shoot a velociraptor point blank with a rocket. Why the hell would I take shotgun shells? I mean, unless I'm almost out. But why the hell would I take shotgun shells when I have a rocket launcher? I think that's another dinosaur down there, but it's really pixelated. Are you a dinosaur? Yes, you are. I couldn't tell if it was a dinosaur or not. If it bleeds, we can kill it. All right, I'll take the shotgun shells at this point. No. For 3. Got him. Access denied. You need Ian Malcolm's card, and I think that's outside or somewhere. So yeah. All right. I think I'm done for the day. Epic line. My last stream hit 567 views. Nice, son. That's awesome. Don't rub it in. But yeah, we're gonna call it quits on this one. So. Yeah. So thanks to everyone. Thanks to everyone who joined me today on this one. There's a slight chance I might play some more Super Nintendo games this evening. We'll see. I think I've got some other stuff I really need to get done. But yeah, thanks for joining me on this one. Let's see here. Super Mega Graphics. As always, my best friend, one of my best friends and my worst enemy. Epic Lion, my son. Let's see here. Born Distracted. Good. Dude, it's always good having you here. Bassarino. Likewise, man. Always like seeing you. I'm not sure. I'm going to butcher your name if you're still here. Marcy Poo. Thanks for joining us. Loved hearing you from over the blue area, the big blue thing on the map. Yeah. It was cool having you here. So, I'm trying to see if there was anyone else in here that I missed. Oh, Tricone was here, so he was here for a little bit. Good seeing you, man. And I think that was about it. So yeah. like I said, there's a slight chance I might decide to play some more games tonight. We'll see. I've got some other stuff I've got to get done today, but we'll see how that goes. So anyway, I hope everyone has a good rest of your Sunday. And if you're off this week, like because you're in education, like I am, great. If not, I hope you have a good Thanksgiving, if nothing else, and hopefully work doesn't mess you up too bad. Super Mega Graphics. We could do F-Zero head-to-head on StreamYard. We may have to figure that out. That might be a fun thing to do this evening. So, yeah, let me see how much other stuff I can get done. And we may have to look into that. So, real quick, epic line, the fact that the rocket is not doing any damage to anyone but the dinosaur is funny. Yes, it is. So, born distracted, peace to all. And unto you, sir. All right, everyone. Good seeing y'all. For myself and everyone in the chat. Have a good day. EpicallyGeeky.com, where you can find all of the shows that we do, including the Epically Geeky Show, Marginally Geeky Book Club, Creatively Geeky, Sustainably Geeky, EG Live, and EG Gaming. But before you do, make sure to like and subscribe here on YouTube. And if you're a person with a human-style body, why not head over to our TeePublic store and grab a t-shirt, hat, shorts, or whatever else they sell to cover that body. You can find the link in the show notes. And thanks for supporting us here at Epically Geeky. See you next time.